The keys don't sit where I expect. They shift like teeth in a nervous jaw defect. Each chord I press bends out of frame, leaves streaks of sound I can't reclaim. The metronome leans off its spine, counting in angles that don't align. Drums spill pieces of fractured time, breaking order line by line. It's abstract motion in my hands, nothing moves the way it planned. Spin it out, let it expand. We lose the shape, we lose command. Abstract motion, shifting sand. The trumpet cuts through bending air, tracing roots that weren't there. Notes collide in sideways flight, turning wrong into something right. My fingers map a restless grid where every rule gets partially read. Even silence starts to sway, like it forgot how to stay. It's abstract motion in my hands, nothing moves the way it planned. Spin it out, let it expand. We lose the shape, we lose command. Abstract motion, shifting sand. Now even distance loses weight, steps arrive a second late. The room rewrites its own design, each echo twists the boundary line. I chase a pulse that won't stay still, a moving point I never will. Catch, release, collapse again. The motion ends where it began. I stop forcing structure into air, let chaos answer what isn't there. The faster I let go control, the clearer the unstable whole. It's abstract motion in my hands, nothing moves the way it planned. Spin it out, let it expand. We lose the shape, we lose command. Abstract motion, shifting sand. Counting the gap where the siren dies, stepping in the silence between two cries. Coat collar up, collar full of static, moving like math, nothing automatic. 3 stairwells down, no echo, no sound. Time in my heels to the spaces I found. The city keeps time, but I keep the rest. I'm living in the pocket, nobody's pressed. After beat, slip through the crack. 1 step ahead, never look back. Catch me between the click and the count. After beat, escape, that's how I get out. Quick cut, sharp turn, gone deep for the snare. After beat, escape, I'm not even there. My newsstand flutters like it knows my name. I had his like it's playing my game. Fire escape, rattle into rungs at a time. Never on the downbeat, never on the run. Somebody's footsteps match mine too well. I split the difference, I don't ring the bell. Summer break breathing where I used to stand. Already 3 blocks gone, already planned. After beat, slip through the cracks. 1 step ahead, never look back. Catch me between the click and the count. After beat, escape, that's how I get out. Quick cut, sharp turn, gone deep for the snare. After beat, escape, I'm not even there. Doorway breath, the street goes quiet. Won't be too long and I might just buy it. Symbol is closing, debating. Go after beat, slip through the crack. One step ahead, never look back. Catch me between the click and the count. After beat, escape, that's how I get out. Quick cut, sharp turn, gone before the snare. After beat, escape. I'm not even done there.
I learned rhythm from broken pavement lines, from footsteps echoing borrowed times. The bass line walks like worn out shoes, tracing roots it can't refuse. The sax cries rough the window frames, where heat and hunger sound the same. Drums hit like hands on hollow wood, calling out what no one could. These are bluesy foundations under me, built from every crack memory. I don't rise, I just stand free on bluesy foundations under me. The city taught me how to bend, but never show where lines should end. Each note I play has dust inside, from rooms too small to ever hide. The groove don't ask for soft or clean, it drags the truth through what I've seen. And every chord I throw in there still carries weight from back down there. These are bluesy foundations under me, built from every crack memory. I don't rise, I just stand free on bluesy foundations under me. Now I play where the lights feel low, but even low still lets me grow. The same old floor still knows my name, just worn differently by flame. I hear my past in every bar, not close behind, not very far, just steady like it never left, still holding rhythm in my chest. No clean escape, no perfect start, just layers carved into the heart. What broke me built the tone I use, a steady weight I don't refuse. These are bluesy foundations under me, built from every crack memory. I don't rise, I just stand free on bluesy foundations under me.
colors, pockets full of bent copper sound, shoelaces tapping secrets on roots that refuse to stay down. A violent voice behind him, sharp as a grin that won't explain. It bends the air into thin threads, pulls motion through every vein. Guitar snaps like snapped twigs under a restless heel. Nothing stands still long enough to decide what is real. Even the moss seems to lean in, counting the beat they make. Every step a question as the ground can't quite shake. We run where the green gets louder, where silence forgets its name. Every turn is a new kind of rhythm, every breath a flickering flame. No one leads, no one follows, only motion learning its role. We run till the stillness surrenders and the forest learns to roar. He crosses a ridge made of tangled breath and leaning wood. The violin cuts quick silver lines where hesitation stood. Branches chatter like old friends gossiping in code, while his footsteps argue with gravity about the road. A hollow trunk answers back with a dull wooden tone, like it's been waiting all day just to not feel alone. He laughs without meaning to, it lands like a broken chord, and the forest starts rewriting every rule it ignored. We run where the green gets louder, where silence forgets its name. Every turn is a new kind of rhythm, every breath a flickering flame. No one leads, no one follows, only motion learning its role. We run till the stillness surrenders and the forest learns to roll. For a moment the speed turns inward, folds like a paper crease. Feet hover above the noise, suspended in unstable peace. Even the strings forget their edges, blur into one long sigh. Then everything snaps back laughing as we pass it by. We run where the green gets louder, where silence forgets its name. Every turn is a new kind of rhythm, every breath a flickering flame. No one leads, no one follows, only motion learning its role. We run till the stillness surrenders and the forest learns to roll.
I saw the corner lights start bending a tone, like they'd been tuned by a trumpet alone. A newsstand rattled in metronome sync, while the sidewalk learned how to think. A taxi door snapped like a rim-shot cue, and the air got thick with a copper hue. Every step I took felt slightly rehearsed, like the city had already burst into verse. It's a brass stampede, don't slow it down. Horns in the alleys, horns in the ground. Swing me higher than I plan to be. Caught in the sound, set the rhythm free. Brass stampede, feel it roll. Every note takes control. Brass stampede, loud and wide, we're all inside the horn section tied. Slid through the glow of a sign, bent every letter into crooked design. Drums brushed dust off the edge of the night, turned street reflections into symbol light. People move different, like they learned to score from footsteps echoing out of the floor. Even silence started tapping its feet, waiting for brass in every street. Feel it roll, every note takes control.
inside the horn section tight. Then everything dropped to a breath held tight. No bass, no brush, no neon light, just the echo of a single held note floating like smoke in a midnight coat. And in that pause I heard it start again, not outside me, but under my skin. It's a brass stampede, don't slow it down. Horns in the alleys, horns in the ground. Swing me higher than I plan to be. Caught in the sound, set the rhythm free. Brass stampede, feel it roll. Every note takes control. Brass stampede, loud and wide. We're all inside the horn section tight.
Shadows on the floor. I hear the echo of a rhythm knocking at my door. Your silhouette is dancing in the haze of smoke and wine. A temporary moment where your pulse is matching mine. The air is thick with secrets that we haven't dared to speak, while the brass section whispers in a language that is unique. Oh, this midnight mist is wrapping us in sound, moving through the chaos without ever touching ground. It's the Latin jazz surrender, a slow and steady burn, caught in the middle of a melody, waiting for our turn. With every syncopated heartbeat, the world begins to fade, lost in the beautiful mess of the music we have made. The percussion shifts a subtle glamour, heat that starts to rise. I see the reflection of the city shimmering in your eyes. We don't need to hurry, we don't need to find a place, just drifting on the current of this improvised space. The piano takes a detour, weaving through the dark, searching for the fire, trying to find the spark. Oh, this midnight mist is wrapping us in sound, moving through the chaos without ever touching ground. Is the Latin jazz surrender, a slow and steady burn, caught in the middle of a melody, waiting for our turn. With every syncopated heartbeat, the world begins to fade, lost in the beautiful mess of the music we have made. Midnight Mist.
Tomato shadows dancing on the glass, racing through the seconds, watching moments pass. Every chord of fraction, every beat of spark, we're painting sonic colors in the middle of the dark. Signals in the deep, awakening the echoes that we promised we would keep. The harmony is shifting, slipping through the mesh. Everything is changing, putting logic to the test. No boundaries, no borders, just the surge of the machine, caught inside the tension of the places we have been. It's the chromatic velocity, bending every sound, spinning through the chaos, feet above the ground. Jazz, rock, fusion, burning in the gear, chasing down the silence, making everything so clear with a high voltage rhythm. We're tearing up the frame, writing every future in the language of the flame. Velocity, breaking through. The signal stays. Velocity, 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 velocity. pulse is rising, put the quiet times to rest. No more staring at the shadows, now I'm stepping to the street. The pavement sings a melody, a syncopated heat. Got a rhythm in my walking, got the focus in my eyes. Watching all the golden colors paint the morning skies. It's the city lights tempo, rushing through my veins. Breaking all the lethargy, escaping from the chains. With the brighter kind of shuffle and the saxophone that screams. Chasing down the possibilities, living in my dreams. Chill jazz with the mission, yeah. Keeping time with the rush. Everything is vivid, yeah. Everything is lush. Oh, the keys are dancing harder and the cymbals find the spark. I'm moving through the intersection, leaving quite a mark. Don't look back in sorrow, only forward with the flow. Everything is shifting, letting all the boredom go. It's a jazz-fueled acceleration, moving light and free. The best of what I'm feeling is the speed that's inside me. It's the city lights tempo, rushing through my veins. Breaking all the lethargy, escaping from the chains. With the brighter kind of shuffle and a saxophone that screams. Chasing down the possibilities, living in my dreams. Chill jazz with a mission, keeping time with the rush. Everything is vivid, everything is lush. Yeah, keep it moving faster now. The rhythm of the day, let it play.
The skyline's waking up, a shimmer in the haze. I'm moving with the momentum, navigating through the maze. The coffee's kicking in, the rhythm's gotta beat. I'm finding all my footing on the busy city street. No time for lingering, the energy is high. Watching all the traffic like a blur against the sky. It's a smooth jazz urgency, keeping up the pace. A little bit of fire in this urban open space. With the saxophone till I can't take anymore. The static in the air is charged a frequency of light. We're breaking through the barriers that held us in the night. No steady path to follow. We're rewriting the code, accelerating forward on this attention road.
It's the fusion of the wire, the collision of the soul. Stepping out of rhythm, losing all control.
Jazz rock, heartbeat, thunder in the keys, sailing on the current of these wild melodies with the distortion rising. We're electric and we're free, lost within the circuits of this fusion symphony. The clockwork is shattered, the patterns all collide. There's nowhere left to run and there's nowhere left to hide. The bass is like an engine pounding in the chest. We're putting all the chaos to the ultimate test. The fusion is a language that we speak without a sound, building up the energy until we break the ground.
It's the fusion of the wire, the collision of the soul. Stepping out of rhythm, losing all control.
Jazz rock, heartbeat, thunder in the keys, sailing on the current of these wild melodies with the distortion rising. We're electric and we're free, lost within the circuit of this fusion symphony. Electric, connected, the circuit breaks.
Down on the corner, the puppet show starts. Wooden feet tapping in time with the charts. I pull the string slow, nice and easy and right, but something's going quick like a cortisol light. The fiddle bows soaring a little too fast. My fingers can't follow the pace that it's cast. The puppet's grinning like it's in on the joke, outrunning the hand that it's supposed to evoke. Faster than the strings, faster than my hand. The whole little show's got a mind of its own plan. Guitar pick blurring to a silver streak. Violet tripping double time, can't keep up, can't speak. The puppet then circles round the very thing that made it faster than the strings, and honestly I'm glad it got away from me, got bright, got free. Faster than the strings, just watch it go and see.
crowd starts clapping, but they can't find the beat, cause the beat itself keeps tripping over its own feet. A little wooden hand waves goodbye to the script. The bass line's jogging, trying to catch the slip. Somebody's laughing, somebody's amazed. Strings tangling into the happiest maze. I let go the handle, just watch what unfolds. The puppet show running faster than it's told. Faster than the strings, faster than my hand. The whole little show's got a mind of its own plan. Guitar pick blurring to a silver streak. Violin tripping double time, can't keep up, can't speak. The puppet's in circles round the very thing that made it. Faster than the strings, and honestly I'm glad it got away from me. Got bright, got free. Faster than the strings, just watch it go and see. Catch your breath. Hold on, let it slow for a beat. Catch your breath. Hold on, let it slow for a beat. Puppet freezes mid-step, tangled at the feet. Whole crowd holds its breath, waiting still. Then it laughs, breaks loose, and runs downhill again. Faster than the strings, faster than my hand. The whole wild show's running its own bright plan. Guitar pick blurring past the silver streak. Violin flying a bass line, can't keep up, can't speak. The puppet's in circles on the very thing that made it. Faster than the strings, and I'm so glad it got away from me. Got bright, got free. Faster than the strings, just let it be.
Floor cracks open, 4/4 splits in half. Snare and drum laughing at the click track's math. 1 foot here, 1 foot already gone. Counting backward while the room counts on. 16th notes piling like cars break too late. Hi-hat arguing with its own fate weight. Ground keeps shifting where the downbeat stood. I'm reading rubble like it's understood. Fractured tempo field, catch it, snap the beat back. Leave work before it can still on my feet. Fractured tempo field, I'm reading the streets. MLs dropping like a tray mid-air. I grab the pieces, I rebuild it there. Call it broken, call it a trap. I call it home, I call it the map. Bass drum skipping like a stone on black eyes. Click track splitting into 2 advice. Half the band's early, half the band's late. I'm the only thread holding the A. Tempo marking scattered down the stairs. Loose chain spilling, nobody cares. But my hands know the gaps before they appear. I'm 3 beats ahead of the beat that's here. Fractured tempo field, catch it, snap the beat back. Beat back before it can scatter it. Fractured tempo field, I'm reading the streets. Hymnals dropping like a tray mid-air. I grab the pieces, I rebuild it there. Call it broken, call it a trap. I call it home, I call it the map. Lost it, caught it, lost it again. Half a beat behind, half a beat ahead. Snare, silence, snare. Floor still cracking, I'm still here. Fractured tempo feel, I caught it, snap the beat back before it could scatter it. Fractured tempo field, I own every beat. Team bands dropping, I'm already there. Catching the pieces clean out of the air. Call it broken, call it a trap. I call it mine, I call it the map. Colors bleed into the dark, screaming silent notes. a fractured mirror reflecting the world breaking in our throats. No anchor, no tether, just the velocity of sound, tracing the edges where the gravity is never found. Circles expanding, dissolving into the white hot air. We are the architects of echoes, building nothing but a prayer. It isn't music, it's the collision of stars. It isn't structure, it's the fading of the scars. Tear the page, burn the map, listen to the friction. Everything is a truth, everything is a fiction. The saxophone howls a language that nobody can translate. We are pushing the boundaries, defying the weight of fate. Geometric madness, a prism of shifting glass. We are the shadows watching the heavy minutes pass. Raw, unfiltered, bleeding the rhythm dry, catching the lightning before it falls from the sky. No beginning, no end, just the space in between.
I slipped and led through a ticketed crack in the door. Wooden floor breathing like it's keeping score. Seat 7 waiting with a crooked grin, like it already knew what I was walking in. Firehouse in the rafters, stretching metal and air. Trumpets snapping like they don't play fair. Brushes on snare, tracing ghosts in the dust. Every table leaning like it's built on trust. I swear the room started pacing my name. Every note arrived like it already came. Front row shuffle, don't sit still. The band leans forward and bends my will. Boots on rhythm, heart on cue. Everything loud turns crystal blue. Front row shuffle, no aglow. One boy hangs like a swinging gate, deciding if I'll stay or hesitate. Then the horns return like a crowd in flame, calling no one, calling my name. And in another room forgets it ever stood still as the music sign the whole building's will. Front row shuffle, don't sit still. The band leans forward and bends my will. Boots on rhythm, heart on cue. Everything loud turns crystal blue. Front row shuffle, no escape plan. Caught in the pulse of a brass band clan. Clap, stomp, thunder, floorboards sing. I'm not watching now. I'm part of the swing. Yeah. The door groaned open like a long-lost chord. Dust on the floorboards tapped in a chord. Piano keys slept under velvet decay, till one note shook the silence away. A chandelier trembled and learned how to sway like it remembered a brighter day. And somewhere in wood grain and fading gold, the room took breath like a story told. It's a golden era, hop, don't miss the beat, spin your worries right off your feet. Let the brass and the rhythm talk. We're dancing where the past can walk. Golden era hop, lights ignite. Swing me into borrowed night. Golden era hop, feel it rise. Time's just rhythm in disguise. Striped piano ran up the stair of the keys, like it was chasing a memory breeze. Nail brushes whispered in silver dust, turning silence into joyful trust. And out of the walls came a horn section grin, like the building itself let music in. Every corner learned how to bend and bow, as if it had always known how. It's a golden era hop, don't miss the beat. Spin your worries right off your feet. Let the brass and the rhythm talk. We're dancing where the past can walk. Golden era hop, lights ignite. Swing me into borrowed night. Golden era hop, feel it rise. Time is just rhythm in disguise. Golden era hop, feel it rise. Time is just rhythm in disguise. For a moment it slowed like a held back breath, the echo of decades resting beneath. Then a single note slipped through the seam and stitched the present into dream. No past, no future, just swing in flight, worn like a suit made out of light. It's a golden era hop, don't miss the beat, spin your worries right off your feet. Let the brass and the rhythm talk. We're dancing where the past can walk. Golden era hop, lights ignite. Swing me into borrowed night. Golden era hop, feel it rise. Time is just rhythm in disguise. Spin your worries right off your feet. Let the brass and the rhythm talk. Dancing where the past can walk. Golden era hop, lights ignite. Swing me into borrowed night. Golden era hop, feel it rise. Time is just rhythm in disguise.
The piano drops sparks on wooden keys, chasing rhythms through the summer breeze. Conga circles under every sound, drawing little maps across the ground. A trumpet calls from an open street, pulling strangers into the beat. Old walls shake with a brand new tone, turning borrowed space into our own. We move where the rhythm decides, with 1,000 colors running inside. Every step becomes a story told, every voice becomes something bold. We rise with the sound we create, turning ordinary hours into something great. The groove keeps writing what we become. One heartbeat, one drum. Bongo answers with a sharper phrase, cutting through the crowded haze. The piano runs with a restless smile, stretching every second another mile. A child taps rhythm on a metal chair. Someone starts moving without a care. The whole block catches the same design, a living melody drawn in time. We move where the rhythm decides, with 1,000 colors running inside. Every step becomes a story told, every voice becomes something bold. We rise with the sound we create, turning ordinary hours into something great. The groove keeps writing what we become. One heartbeat, one drum. The brass shines over the fading noise, mixing strangers, mixing voices. The afternoon carries every phrase, like a memory built from brighter days. No one planned how the moment grew, no one knew what the music would do. But the rhythm found a place to stay and change the shape of the day. If the silence returns someday, the echoes will remember the way. The piano, the drums, the horn in flight, still holding the colors of that light. We move where the rhythm decides, with 1,000 colors running inside. Every step becomes a story told, every voice becomes something bold. We rise with the sound we create, turning ordinary hours into something great. The groove keeps writing what we become. One heartbeat, one drum. One heartbeat, one drum. Yeah. 6 a.m. and the scaffold's cold. Hands already older than the work I'm told. Mortar mixing slow in the bucket below. Same grooves my sweat's worn years ago. The foreman don't see what I'm building here, just sees the wall going up layer by layer. But there's a hum in the hammer, a beat in the brick, something holy hiding in how the cracks sit. There's a gospel in the cracks, hear it rise. Mortar singing where the brick line lies. Ain't waiting on a steeple, ain't waiting on a sign. Found my church in the cracks of this line. Calluses reading like braille on my palm. Brick dust settling like an uninvited song. This is my hymn, rough around the edge. Gospel in the crack, that's my pledge. Ah, no, 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 no. Stands true. No one's counting what these hands push through. The tenor sax on the radio's growling low, like it's pulled a double, same as me, same row. 3 more courses for the light gives out. Knees complaining, but the rhythm don't doubt. Walking bass match in the steps I worn, in the concrete that remember since the day I was born. There's a gospel in the cracks, hear it rise. Mortar singing where the brick line lies. Ain't waiting on a steeple, ain't waiting on a sign. Found my church in the cracks of this line. Calluses reading like braille on my palm. Brick dust selling like an uninvited song. This is my hymn, rough around the edge. Gospel in the cracks, that's my pledge. My daddy laid brick, his daddy too. Never had a pulpit, just work to do. But I heard him humming low one summer night. Said the cracks let the strength in, not the light. I didn't understand till my own hands cracked. Now I carry his hum on my own back. There's a gospel in the cracks, hear it rise. Mortar singing where the brick line lies. Steeple ain't waiting on a sign. Build my church in the cracks of this line. Calluses reading like braille on my palm. Brick dust settling like a hard-earned song. This is my hymn, rough around the edge. Gospel in the cracks, that's my pledge. Checking their phone instead, but I hear the walk signal chirping the beat, sending it up to the soles of my feet. Crosswalk stripes laid out like a staff. I'm reading the rhythm nobody else has. Shoulders square like a horn line waits, holding my pocket of space at the gate. Got a groove at the crosswalk, hold a block, hammer stab in the way I walk. Every red light's just a count, not a stop. Groove at the crosswalk, I don't drop. Bus horn landing right on the 2. Pothole keeping better time than you. This corner's mine till the signal flips. Groove at the crosswalk on my hip. Oh man, next to me starts tapping his cane. Right on the click, right on the same. A woman's heel, find the pulse I lay down. 3 strangers moving to one sound. Brake lights blinking in a pattern I caught. Traffic don't know it, but it's playing my thought. The whole corner's leaning, the whole block's found. A groove that was always right here on the ground. Got a groove at the crosswalk, hold the block, hammer stab in the way I walk. Every
Heart on the run, the night is just starting, we're having some fun. The bass is a fever, the trumpet's a spark, chasing the rhythm right through the dark. Slide to the left and jump to the right, catching the fire in the middle of the night. It's a high-speed swing, won't you come along? Lost in the fever of a fast-paced song. Let the brass scream loud, let the rhythm collide. There's nowhere to stop, there's no place to hide. Keep it moving, keep it swinging, feel the rush of the neon in the midnight hour. The keys are blurring, a blur on the wood, doing everything that we know that we should. Don't catch your breath cause the beat is too hot, giving it everything that we have got. It's a runaway train on a track made of gold, the fastest story that's ever been told. It's a high-speed swing, won't you come along? Lost in the fever of a fast-paced song. Let the brass scream loud, let the rhythm collide. There's nowhere to stop, there's no place to hide. Keep it moving, keep it swinging, feel the rush of the neon in the midnight hour. Don't you dare stop! Don't you dare stop! Don't you dare stop!